We will continue to do what it takes to protect and defend every inch of NATO territory. We have over 130 jets at high alert and over 200 ships from the high north to the Mediterranean. NATO is a defensive alliance. Our core task is to keep our 30 nations safe. This is President Putin's war. We are not part of this conflict, and we have a responsibility to ensure it does not escalate and spread beyond Ukraine, because that would be even more devastating and more dangerous, with even more human suffering. NATO is not seeking a war with Russia. The Kremlin's ambition is to recreate a sphere of influence and deny other countries the right to choose their own path. So ministers discussed the need to support partners who may be at risk, including Georgia and Bosnia-Herzegovina. In response to Russia's aggression, we have decided to strengthen our coordination and information sharing with Finland and Sweden. On a no-fly zone, allies agree that we should not have NATO planes operating over Ukrainian airspace or NATO troops on Ukrainian territory. So we have made it clear that we are not going to move into Ukraine, neither on the ground or in the Ukrainian airspace. And of course, the only way to implement a no-fly zone is to send NATO planes, fighter planes, into Ukrainian airspace and then impose that no-fly zone by shooting down Russian planes. And our assessment is that we understand the desperation, but we also believe that if we did that, we'll end up with something that could end in a full-fledged war in Europe, involving many more countries and causing much more human suffering. So that's the reason why we make this painful decision to impose heavy sanctions, provide significant support, stepping up support, but at the same time not involving NATO and NATO forces directly in the conflict in Ukraine.